Hey, what's up, guys? I'm actually reading this book called The E Myth, saying why most small businesses don't work and what to do about it by Michael Gerber. There's a couple of pages in here that really are profound, and I wanted just to share it out there to the world. So listen up. Um, the problem is that everybody who goes into business is actually three people in one: the entrepreneur, the manager, and the technician. And the problem is compounded by the fact that while each of these personalities want to be the boss, none of them want to have a boss. So they start a business together in order to get rid of the boss, and the conflict begins. To show you how the problem manifests itself in all of us, let's examine the way our various internal personalities interact. Let's take a look at two personalities we're all familiar with: the fat guy and the skinny guy. Have you ever decided to go on a diet? You're sitting in front of the TV set one Saturday afternoon while watching an athletic competition, amazed by the athlete's stamina and dexterity. You're eating a sandwich, maybe your second since you sat down to watch the event 2 hours before. You're feeling sluggish in the face, and all of the action on the screen, when suddenly somebody wakes up in you and says, "What are you doing? Look at yourself. You're fat. You're out of shape. Do something about it." It has happened to all of us. Somebody wakes up inside with a totally different picture of who we should be and what we should be doing. In this case, let's call him the skinny guy. Who's the skinny guy? He's the one who uses words like discipline, exercise, organization. The skinny guy is intolerant, self-righteous, a stickler for detail, and a compulsive tyrant. The skinny guy abhors fat people. He can't stand sitting around them. He needs to be on the move, lives for action. The skinny guy has just taken over. Watch out, things are about to change. Before you know it, you're cleaning all of the fattening foods out of the refrigerator. You're buying a new pair of shoes, barbells, and sweats. Things are going to be different around here. You have a new lease on life. You plan your new physical regimen: up at 5, run 3 miles, cold shower at 6, breakfast of wheat toast, black coffee, and half a grapefruit. Then you ride your bike to work, home by 7, run another 2 miles, and then bed at 10. The world's already a different place. And you actually pull it off. By Monday night, you have lost 2 pounds. You go to sleep dreaming of winning the Boston Marathon. Why not? The way things are going, it's only a matter of time. Tuesday night, you get on the scale, another pound is gone. You're incredible, gorgeous, a lean machine. On Wednesday, you actually pour it all in. You work an extra hour in the morning and an extra hour at night. You can't wait to get on the scale. You strip down to your bare skin, shivering in the bathroom, filled with expectations of what the scale is going to tell you. You step lightly onto it and look down, and what do you see? You see nothing. You haven't lost an ounce. You're exactly the same way as you were on Tuesday. Dejection creeps in. You begin to feel a slight twinge of resentment. After all that work, after all that sweat and effort, and then nothing, it isn't fair. But you shrug it off. After all, tomorrow's another day. You go to bed vowing to work harder on Thursday, but somehow something has changed. You don't know what's changed until Thursday morning. It's raining. The room is cold. Something feels different. What is it? For a minute or two, you can't quite put your finger on it. And then you get it. Somebody else in your body woke up. It's the fat guy. He's back. And he doesn't want to run. As a matter of fact, he doesn't even want to get out of bed. It's cold outside. Run? Are you kidding me? The fat guy doesn't even want to do anything about that. The only exercise he might do or might be interested in is eating. All of a sudden, you find yourself in front of the refrigerator, inside the refrigerator, all over the kitchen. Food is now your major interest. The marathon is gone, the lean machine is gone, sweats, barbells, and running shoes are gone. The fat guy is back. He's running the show again. It happens to all of us time and time again because we've been deluded into thinking we're really one person. And so when the skinny guy decides to change, we actually believe that it's I who's making the decision. And when the fat guy wakes up and changes it all back again, we think it's I who's making the decision. But it isn't I, it's we. The skinny guy and the fat guy are totally two different personalities with different needs, different interests, and different lifestyles. That's why they don't like each other. They each want totally different things. The problem is that when you're the skinny guy, you're totally consumed by his needs, his interests, his lifestyle. And when something happens, the scale disappoints you one day, the weather turns cold, somebody offers you a ham sandwich. At that moment, the fat guy who's been waiting in the wings all this time grabs your attention and grabs control. You're him again. In other words, when you're the skinny guy, you're always making promises for the fat guy to keep. And when you're the fat guy, you're always making promises for the skinny guy to keep. Is it any wonder we have such a tough time keeping our commitments to ourselves? It's not that we're indecisive or unreliable. It's that each and every one of us is a whole set of different personalities, each with his own interest and way of doing things. Asking any one of them to differ to any of the other is inviting a battle or even a full-scale war. Anyone who has ever experienced this conflict between the fat guy and the skinny guy, haven't we all, knows what I mean. You can't be both. One of them has to lose, and they both know it. Well, that's the kind of war going on inside of the owner of every small business. But it's a three-way battle between the entrepreneur, the manager, and the technician. Unfortunately, it's a battle no one can win. And understanding the differences between them all will explain why. That was just extremely profound, and as soon as I read it, I was like, that really hit me. It reminds me of, why I created a brand called Me Versus Me, because it's really one of the things that me and my brother kind of uphold and really try to shine some light on, because at the end of the day, you have your past self and your future self that you want to extract yourself from your past and become a better version of yourself on a day-to-day basis. That's why it's called Me Versus Me. If you're not aware of the brand, check it out. I'll have the website and the link down below. Check it out. My brother's been really doing a really great job keeping it up to date. I've been hands off lately, but I'm trying to get back into it. New designs are coming soon, and please like and subscribe this video, and I'll see you guys on the flip.